There are a bunch of different types of car games, some are simulations, others are racing games, and others still are puzzle games. The topic grew rather quickly on mobile. Racing games especially have some of the best graphics of any mobile game. There are a bunch of car games out there. Some of them are pretty good, a few are great.
10 best car games for Android. Asphalt Xtreme.
Asphalt Xtreme is one of many car games from Gameloft. This latest iteration focuses more on off-road racing. You can unlock a variety of vehicles, race all you want to, and more. The game includes 300 campaign mode events, 1,100 challenges, and an online multiplayer mode. Those looking for something more traditional can check out Asphalt 8 Airborne. That one is just as huge, but features more traditional cars and racing styles.
Car Mechanic Job Simulator.
Car Mechanic Job Simulator is a different sort of game. You don't race cars in this one. Instead, you repair them. The game has you diagnosing car issues and then fixing them. Any car can have any one of 50 different issues. The game has over 300 car parts to replace as well. It's not the most complex game in the genre. However, this one is free to download and play. The Play Store says it has in-app purchases, and it likely will someday. However, we couldn't find them when we tested the game.
CarX Drift Racing.
CarX Drift Racing is a drift racing game. It is a bunch of content for the simplicity of the premise, that includes a campaign mode, over 24 cars to unlock, 10 tracks to play through. The Ghost mode allows you to race your best time on the tracks you've completed. It does have flaws. There isn't any cloud saving and that sucks. It's also not a very big game. That doesn't make it bad, but it's something to keep in mind.
CSR Racing 2.
CSR Racing 2 is one of the most popular car games on mobile. It's a drag racing game. The meat of the game includes a campaign mode that gets progressively more difficult. It also includes a bunch of cars to unlock as well as an online multiplayer mode. Cars are also upgradable. It is a freemium game. That means it has some of those mechanics, like an energy system that you have to wait for occasionally. The graphics are fantastic, though.
Dirt Trackin.
Dirt Trackin is a bit of a diamond in the rough when it comes to car games. It features solid mechanics, controls, and customization. The game also comes with real-world racers, 10 different tracks, over 24 vehicles, and more. The IE difficulty is customizable. Races can be between 5 and 100 laps. The graphics are a little old school, at least compared to most other games on the list. However, the mechanics are good enough to be okay with the graphical quality.
Grand Prix Story 2.
Grand Prix Story 2 is a different kind of car game. The graphics are essentially cartoons. However, the mechanics are fairly deep. Players start a car company, build cars, and then race them. The racing part of the game is a bit too simple. It's a freemium game unlike its predecessor. However, it's something a little bit different and we like that.
Hill Climb Racing 2.
Hill Climb Racing 2 is one of the more casual car games. The game uses 2D graphics. The controls are easy to learn as well. There are about a dozen vehicles to unlock and customize, upgradable car parts, and a bunch of races to play. That includes daily events and social leaderboards too. Hardcore car fans may be left wanting. However, we did say that it was a more casual car games experience. It's also a freemium game, for what it's worth.
Need for Speed No Limits.
Need for Speed No Limits is the latest mobile game in the acclaimed racing franchise. This one isn't as good as its console counterparts. However, it's not bad for casual racing fans. There are a bunch of cars to unlock, a bunch of places to race, and over 1,000 campaign races. A lot of that is fairly repetitive, but at least the options are there. Don't let the name fool you.
Real Racing 3.
Real Racing 3 is one of the most popular car games out there. It has also been around for a long time. The game features over 140 cars, time trials, an online multiplayer, and 17 tracks to race through. The game boasts over 4,000 career events. However, with only 17 tracks, it will get repetitive after a while. This is one of the largest, most expansive racing games on mobile. It should provide enjoyment for a while. Just be careful on multiplayer. There is a bit of pay to win there.
Riptide GP Renegade.
Riptide GP Renegade technically isn't a car game, however, it utilizes a lot of the same mechanics as most car games. It's also way better than most of them. You race jet skis instead of cars, otherwise, it maintains most of the racing mechanics. You race through a campaign, do tricks, and compete in online multiplayer. There are various jet skis to unlock and upgrade. The story is even fairly interesting. This one is $2.99 with no in-app purchases.
If we missed any great car games for Android, tell us about them in the comments. And don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Thank you for your attention to this video.